Well, good evening and welcome along to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live by Sporty Stuff TV and Online Darts on YouTube. And we have 3 players already through to finals night on this Champions Week. 3 players in action looking to join them tonight. 5 men looking to become 3 in Group B this evening, but let's first take a look at how the 3 men that are already through to finals night tomorrow got there, starting with Group A, which took place over Monday to Wednesday this week, and it was Kevin Burnett who topped the pile. He beat Richie Burnett in a winner-takes-all match at the end of Wednesday's action. Gary Stone finishing in between that pair, along with Jared Cole in 4th. Stone, Burnett and Cole all in action tonight. Robert Owen and Martin Adams both went into Group C. And this is how the table looked at the end of today's play for Group C. Owen progressing, top of the pile, along with another Rob Collins, who finished second in that group. Martin Adams had a disappointing time, but it was a very close run thing. Went right down to the penultimate match, and everybody seemed to have a chance for most of the day today. But in the end, Chris Gilliland, Johnny Haynes, Connor Scott, and the 3-time world champion Martin Adams fell short. And it's Rob Collins and Robert Owen who joined Kevin Burnett on finals night. So as I said, 3 places up for grabs to complete it. Here is how Group B looks going into the final day of action. And it's Chaz Barstow at the top. As good as there, 1 more win and he's effectively there. 4 wins from 4 last night. Every player in order in that group, the players that they beat last night below them in the table. So Richie Burnett, for example, beat Jared Cole, Gary Stone and Nick Fulwell. Cole beat Stone and Fulwell. Stone beat Fulwell. Chaz Barstow, of course, beat everybody, but nobody ruled out because there are 3 places up for grabs. So Nick Fulwell against Gary Stone in the first match could become important. Fulwell, if he can get his first win, can fight for that 3rd spot, but Chaz Barstow remains the man to beat in this group. And we'll take a quick look now at the fixtures ahead for this evening. Of course, all the players in this group have each other to play once more. It starts, as I mentioned, with the basement battle between Fullwell and Stone before Jared Cole then takes on the unbeaten so far Chaz Barstow. Stone returns then to meet Richie Burnett, the previous winner of a Champions Week here at the Online Darts Live League, and all the players carry on playing each other till the last match of the night, Nick Fulwell against Jared Cole, and we will be on air on Sporty Stuff TV and online at the Online Darts YouTube channel till around 1 a.m. 3 places are up for grabs to join Kevin Burnett. The 2 players that came through from Group B, Robert Owen and Rob Collins at finals night. The chance to play for a £6,000 first prize tomorrow when we return at 10 p.m. on Saturday night, and a champion will be crowned. So the 5 players in action tonight, battling it out for a spot in the top 3. Let's get that action underway, shall we? And the first of those 10 matches this evening is a battle between the bottom 2. Nick Fulwell of Stourbridge in the Midlands against Scotland's Gary Stone, who beat Fulwell in the last match of last night's action to pick up his first points. Fulwell still waiting to get some points on the board. Our match official for the evening is Charlie Corstefine. He will get proceedings underway between the 52-year-old former PDC Tour card holder and the 40-year-old Scotsman, a man who's reached the last 16 at the Lakeside before.
To throw first, game on.
So Charlie calls game on, and it is still game on for everybody in this group. A win for Nick Fulwell would probably be favourable for Chaz Barstow, who plays Jared Cole in the next match. He would know that a win would seal his spot at
60.
finals night if that combination of results came to pass. Do get involved the usual way as well at Darts Live League on social media. We are particularly active on Twitter. You can see highlights from all of this afternoon's action as well. If you head over to the Online Darts YouTube channel, you can see the full session from any of the live league days in this Phase 4. Phase 5, by the way, will start on Monday, and we do have a bit of an announcement to make regarding future phases of the Online Darts Live League tomorrow, so keep a beady eye on that Twitter page at Darts Live League. You can get in touch with me as well at Chris Murphy 180. Let us know who you think will progress through to finals night from Fullwell, Stone, Cole, Barstow and Burnett.
85.
Let us know who you'd like to see at the Live League in future weeks, in future phases.
100.
Well, last night when this pair met, Gary Stone took the match in a last leg decider, taking out 120 in the process.
55.
Perhaps Fullwell was a better player in that match, but 80. Stone was unfortunate to have not picked up points earlier in the evening, so I think he would have felt that he deserved at least 2 points for his efforts last night.
Game shot on the first leg.
But he's taken out 80 points to take the first leg in this match. 1-0 to the Scotsman Gary Stone, and it is a breaker throw to start the evening.
Second leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on. $96. $140. 80.
A big congratulations to Fallon Sherrick.
100.
The runner-up at Champions Week, last time out at the Online Darts Live League.
60.
Sherrick has won her opening match at the Nordic Darts Masters, the World
100.
Series event in front of a 3,000 strong crowd in Copenhagen, Denmark.
133.
In Niels
Nick
Heinze,
require 161.
6-1 to set up a quarter-final tie with the world #1 Gerwyn Price.
89.
So a chance here for Stone to show
132.
a little bit of brilliance. Treble 19 for the bull.
107.
Oh, he managed to get past the dart in the 25, but it somehow stayed away from the bullseye. 20 for tops then for Fulwell.
Game shot on the second leg.
Yeah, decent stuff.
Fulwell.
Decent finishing between the pair at the start of this match. An 80 to break by Stone in leg 1, responded to by a 72 break from Fulwell in leg 2.
Third leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
Each of those legs won in 15 darts.
90.
So the standard is very clear. You must go out in 5 visits on your own throw,
140.
or you will be broken.
100.
If you are or have been unable to watch the darts for any reason tonight, the Nordic Darts Masters, a run through of the results. Gerwyn Price beat Daniel Larsson 6-3. Fallon Sherrick, as I mentioned, winning 6-1 to set up a quarter-final against Price. However, Gerwyn Price struggling with a spot of tennis elbow and might not be fit to continue by his own admission. Well, Dimitri Vandenberg defeated Johan Engstrom in that same half of the draw to tee up a quarter-final tie against Scotland's Gary Anderson.
140.
And the Scottish #1 Peter Wright will take on the Welsh #2 Johnny Clayton in the quarters after Wright beat Marco Cantlay and Clayton whitewashed Ivan Springboard Poulsen.
55.
Nathan
Gary
Aspinall, though, went down
81.
to Madas Razmar, and Michael Van Gerwen will await Razmar if Van Gerwen can get past Darius Labanauskas. A match that's in action now.
49.
As that ends, I'm sure
42.
Many of you have switched across to this. Well, don't worry, you haven't missed
Gary
much. It's the
required 32.
first match of the evening.
Game
Both
shot
players
on the third
have
leg.
broken in the
Gary
first two legs,
Stone.
and Gary Stone has continued that trend of breaks the throw by landing that double 16 to wrestle back the advantage after 3. He leads 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
And that the best leg of the match, a 13 darter. That puts Gary Stone on a
140.
three-figure average. He was in the 90s for all of his
59.
3 defeats last night, and his worst performance in terms of statistics came in the victory against Nick Fulwell at the end of the evening.
60.
Can be a funny old game, can't it?
$55. 41. 42. 45. 140. 65.
Stone looking to hold
40.
for the first
Gary
time in this
require
match, and he will have 6
150.
starts to do it because Fullwell has made a hash of that previous visit.
59.
'Only leaving 91 though, so Nick can put himself
132.
back in contention, and this
Gary
the
require 91.
worst leg of the match so far in terms of darts used. But how many will he use for this finish? He needs all 3,
51.
and he hasn't found the double, and it could be a 4th
Nick require
successive leg
33.
won by the player throwing second here. Well, Fulwell's going to use all 3 darts as well, and he's got no margin for error this time. Double 4.
Game
Oh,
shot on the
there it
fourth
is,
leg.
dead centre.
Nick Fulwell.
A rescue act from Nick Fulwell, an act of escapology, and he ties it up at 2 apiece every single leg against the throw.
Fifth leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on. 41.
'I do hope you are enjoying the coverage at the Online Darts Live League. A reminder,
139.
Kevin Burnett, Robert Owen and Rob Collins all through to Saturday night's finals night, where they will play for a share of the
100.
£15,000 first prize.
124. 100.
3 players to join them from this group. Chaz Barstow leading the way. Stone and Fulwell here, desperate for points
180.
in terms of the league table, but 180 points from Gary Stone, the first max of this match, have put him on the brink of a break.
140.
A break that
Gary
would be the
required
5th
58.
in as many legs. Double top.
Game shot on the 5th
And
leg.
that is an excellent
Gary
leg of
Stone.
darts from Gary Stone. A 180 before he took out the 58 to break again and lead 3-2. If he can hold for the first time, he'll win the match and double his points tally in
Sixth
Group
leg,
B.
it's Gary to throw first.
That was an 11 darter
45.
from the Scotsman, who's averaging 97.6 rather, 81.46 for Fullwell. So Stone will
60.
be annoyed if he goes down. He actually lost with the higher average in
58.
a couple of his matches last night, and then won with the lower average.
100. 46. 96. 100. 105. 100. Nick, you require 140.
So 140 for Nick Fulwell. How many darts does he get at it?
32. Gary, you require 152.
He might not get any more because Gary Stone was eyeing up that finish, couldn't quite manage it.
128.
It's only ever happened
Nick,
twice
you require 108.
in more than 2,400 matches at the Online Darts Live League where every single leg has gone against the throw. Now this one might not go that way because Nick Fulwell has missed a big number right at the crucial time.
76. Gary, you require 24.
Allowing Gary Stone 3 match darts. 2 match darts left. 1 match dart left.
12.
And that could be that for Gary Stone.
Nick, you require 32.
Fullwell off the hook. Can he hook the double?
Game shot.
Yes,
the
sir.
leg.
And Nick
Fulwell
Fullwell makes it 3-3. And all of the 6 legs in this match have been won against the darts. Will that trend continue in the last leg, or can Fullwell
7th and final
hold
leg. It's Nick to throw
and
first.
win the match
Game on.
in a last leg decider? What a first start. The head dropped like a stone
140.
from Gary. If you were wondering, it's Nathan Rafferty in a match against Niall Cullerton
180.
in phase 1, and then Liam Meek against Alan Norris last week. Every single leg against a throw in those games. Well, Stone can't believe this, but he's
140.
made a perfect start to this last leg shootout. Shows how rare it is, just twice in
60.
more than 2,400 matches. Of all 7 legs being won by the player throwing second in the leg.
100.
Fullwell down to a finish first. Stone really needs a 140 of his own. Minimum requirement. A second maximum would be like gold.
121. Nick, you require 121.
But it's only glitter for Gary Stone, and Fullwell gets a match dart at the bull.
96.
And a big shot
Gary
needed
require
now for Stone
140.
because of that dart in the 1. Good guide. Excellent stuff. Double 10.
Game
Oh, what a
shot.
way to
And
win
the
it.
match.
Gary Stone completes a quite brilliant 140 finish in a last leg decider after Nick Fulwell had missed a dart at the bull to win it himself. What a game of darts to kick off this evening's action. 4-3 in favour of Stone thanks to that brilliant 140 finish in the last leg decider. He averaged 95.28, 11 points or so higher than his opponent. 2 maximums as well. Every single leg in that match went against a throw. It's only the 3rd time it's happened ever at the Online Darts Live League. I'll get my breath back. give you time to get yours back as well, and then we will return with Jared Cole taking on the leader Chaz Barstow. That is coming up in around 3 minutes' time. Welcome back. What a start we've had to the action this evening here at the Online Darts Live League. It is the last chance to make it through to finals night, and Gary Stone showed some steel, taking out 140 in the last leg decider to beat Nick Fulwell and leave Fullwell stranded at the bottom of the table with 5 defeats from 5. It's starting to look like there are 3 players battling it out for 2 places, with Jared Cole, Gary Stone and Richie Burnett 2nd to 4th in the table. Chaz Barstow, who is up in action next, has played and won 4 matches so far in Group B. And a win here against Jared Cole would as good as seal his spot at finals night tomorrow. It's the 21-year-old from Hatfield, a winner on the PDC Development Tour last year, Jared Cole, taking on Chaz Barstow, twice a quarter-finalist at Players' Championship events, and the form man in the
First
field.
leg, it's Jared to throw first. Game on.
He's produced some absolutely brilliant stuff of late. 111.33 average in the final of week 4 when he beat Kevin
60.
Burnett in the fastest match that we've ever seen at the Online Darts Live League. 5 minutes and 58 seconds
100.
it took him to win the 4 legs in that one, and he holds the second record too, beating Keelan Kay 4-0 in 6 minutes 39 in the same week. He beat Jared Cole when
58.
the pair met yesterday 4-1, an average 103.71. He's just been fantastic throughout. Only
60.
one match saw Barstow average less than 100 last night.
58.
And I think that there are many people watching that feel if Barstow carries on playing the way he is, then Chaz will be champion come the end
85.
of Saturday night's action. But has a job to finish here on Friday evening first.
66.
Jared Cole in one of the provisional qualification spots going into the night in the top 3, hoping to bolster
100.
his bid. Gary Stone has now joined him on 4 points.
$99. Jared to require 96.
And the youngster looking at a 96 checkout for the first leg that we've seen tonight. There's been
Game
a
shot
hold
on
of
the
throw,
first leg.
and Cole
Jared Cole.
completes the combination on double 9 in the end, and he draws first blood against the so far unbeaten league leader Chaz Barstow.
Second leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
Barstow racked up 10 maximums across 4 matches last
100.
night. Had a 167 checkout as well.
140.
Cole himself produced some decent stuff.
45.
Only won 180 from the 21-year-old, but did
55.
have a very handsome 44% checkout success rate. Had a 120 finish.
96.
It was a good standard for the evening, actually. The average across all the matches
39.
was 92.53, somewhat inflated by Chaz Barstow's average for the night of over 100. Interestingly, despite winning 2 of his matches, Jared Cole had the lowest cumulative average over the course of opening evening in Group B.
140. Chaz, you require 160. $100. Jared, you require 127.
So to double his lead, treble 19. Couldn't be found.
61.
And Barstow will
Chaz, you
surely
require 60.
level up here. He's made a little bit difficult for himself there by blocking the bed, but now he has an open bed to aim at.
50. Jared, you require 66.
Double 16.
34.
And that one gets away from Jared as well. He'll be kicking himself
Chaz, you
here, Will
require
Cole,
10.
because he knows that Barstow has been there for the taking in the early exchanges in this match.
Game shot on the second leg. Chaz Barstow.
And he finally edges his way into double 5 to level up the tie at 1 apiece. But Cole will feel he should be 2 up.
Third leg, it's Jared to throw first.
Chaz Barstow, some way off the standard that he's
45.
produced, not just this week, but last week as well. He won't carry on playing at this low level. I feel certain of that. And that's why Jared Cole will
96.
be just ruining missed opportunities, having failed to find the finish.
58.
Four darts missed
100.
to win the last leg.
$139.
Smart thinking and sharp shooting from Barstow there to leave a big
55.
check out.
Charge you require 164.
19s. Maybe the ball now. Okay, stayed down there. Just working it out. He scored 76.
$124.
So an excellent leave in the end. If not a slightly
45.
risky one.
Charge you require 40.
With 88 remaining. But a calculated risk.
35.
Well, it paid off in the sense that it gave him 3 darts at double, but
Jared,
he would not have wanted to end up
160.
on 5 from there. Just a little bit of a slow start
45.
here
Charge you require 5.
from Chaz Barstow. We've come to expect better from him,
Game shot on the third
but
leg.
he's still ahead.
Chaz Barstow.
He breaks the Cole throw and takes the lead in this match, even when he's not playing well. He's winning Chaz Barstow, and he's in full control of this one now.
Fourth leg, it's Chaz to throw first.
It was an interesting way that the table
134.
set itself up at the end of last night, with Barstow at the top having beaten everybody below him, and then Richie Burnett having only lost to Chaz Barstow in second place.
60.
Ahead of Jared Cole had beaten the 2 men below him, and then Gary Stone had beaten the only man below him. In fact, it's still stacked in that way.
134.
Very clear order of merit.
100. 190.
And now Chaz Barstow begins to go through the gears. 53 left after just
140. Chaz, you require 53.
9 darts. He's lifted his level. He thought that was in.
Game
That
shot
is
on the
in.
fourth leg.
And he's
Chaz
lengthened his lead
Barstow.
as well here. Chaz Barstow opens up a 2-leg cushion and is 1 away from making it 5 wins out of 5 in Group B.
Fifth leg, it's Jared to throw first. $41. 55. 100. 140. 140. 134.
He started in the right spot there, Chaz Barstow, but confused his thinking in the middle of the visit.
180.
And it's going to cost him because he should have left a finish there. Of course, he hits 2 trebles on approach. A wry smile appears on the face, but the 180 from Jared Cole,
40.
just his second in the group, tees up tops. That becomes double 10, that then becomes double 5,
35.
and that allows Barstow back
Chaz, you require 40.
to apply the finishing touch.
Game shot.
And there it
the
is.
match.
It is
Chaz
another
Barstow.
dominant win from Chaz Barstow. He started slow, but then he began to move through the gears, didn't he? A 4-1 success, managed to average over 90 in the end. Chaz Barstow, Jared Cole hitting just his second 180 of the group and a 96 checkout, but it would be the only leg that he would get against the league leader, who is as good as through now to finals night tomorrow. That will be confirmed over the course of the evening. But brilliant Barstow makes it 5 from 5. Cole clinging on to 4 points and potentially qualification in the top 3, but plenty of work to do. Gary Stone, who in his opener a couple of games ago takes on Richie Burnett next. That's coming up in around 4 minutes' time. Well, welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League, where I can now confirm that Chaz Barstow is safely through to finals tonight. That victory against Jared Cole, securing his spot after Barstow won 5 matches from 5. He still has 3 more to play, and we'll have a big say in who joins him, the other 2 players that will accompany him to finals night tomorrow. And Gary Stone hoping to be one of them. He's won his first match tonight. 4-3 against Nick Fulwell, who sits at the bottom of the table. Richie Burnett in second place with 6 points, having only lost to Chaz Barstow, looking to strengthen his bid here.
First leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Stone has the darts. Hasn't held his throw yet this evening. Crazy match between him and Fullwell, in which every single leg went against the throw in the opener. Then Chaz Barstow beat Jared Cole 4-1. Had to do some quick sums, but because
180.
Jared Cole and Gary Stone have each other still to play, both of them can't catch Chaz Barstow on 10 points. Nick
30.
Fulwell can't because he's got 3 games left to play and is on 0. So that means that Barstow will definitely finish in the top 3. And will compete alongside Kevin Burness, Rob Collins and Robert Owen at finals night tomorrow. Who do you fancy for the title? Let us know at Darts Live League on Twitter. You can contact me as well at Chris Murphy 180. We do appreciate
121.
the interaction. Richie Burnett sprung straight into action, didn't he, in this match? A 180 to open for brilliant
60.
Burnett, the 1995 world champion.
Richie require 140.
Well, this is the shot that Stone took out to win the match against Fulwell in the opener. Burnett can't throw it back
100.
at him, but he can tee up tops for when he returns.
Richie require 40. Game shot on the first leg. Richie Burnett.
Richie Burnett gets the first leg on the board here against Gary Stone as he bolsters his bid for a spot at finals night. And another tilt at the title. Burnett leads 1-0.
It's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Break a throw as well. Stone still not managing to hold onto his throw yet this evening. When the pair met at the back end of yesterday evening, it went the way of the Welshman, winning by 4 legs to 3 despite a 139 checkout and a 98.35 average from Scotland's Stone.
100.
Michael van Gerwen has beaten Darius Labanauskas in Copenhagen 6-5, surviving a scare against the Lithuanian lobber
41.
in Denmark at the World Series event, where Fallon Sherrock, the Live League runner-up in Phase 3,
134.
won her first match on the big stage on the World Series. Congratulations to her. If you have just switched over from watching
100.
the World Series of Darts event, then to fill you in, Gary Stone won a balmy opening match, 4-3, all 7 legs going against the throw. Beat Nick Fulwell with a stunning
82.
140 checkout in the last leg decider after Fulwell had missed a match start at the bullseye. And then Chaz Barstow secured qualification for finals night tomorrow by battering Jared Cole 4-1.
81.
He will definitely finish in the top 3. Still all to play for the rest of the field. Richie Burnett on 6 points with a win here would really strengthen his bid
140.
to join Barstow, Burness, Collins and Owen at finals night.
83. Gary require 45.
Well, this is remarkable stuff from Gary Stone. A quite brilliant run in which he's broken his opponent's throw 5 times on the spin so far this evening. 4 against Nick Fulwell and now 1 against Richie Burnett.
Throw first. Game on.
Can he finally hold and turn this tie in his favour.
140. 59. 60. 100.
Well, Richie's reactions are
140.
making an appearance once again. It wouldn't be a darts match involving the Prince of Wales without some animated antics on the hockey.
180.
He's cool,
Gary
calm and
required
collected in landing the
161.
180. Didn't leave a finish.
65.
Sensible stuff from Gary Stone there. Take the odd bit off and leave himself a 2-darter.
$90. Gary required 96.
So then, 96, double 18, double 9.
78.
He just can't hold his throw, can he?
Richie requires 72.
36 in one segment, and now 36 needed in another.
Game
And
shot in
Richie
the
Burnett
third leg.
completes that
Richie
combo
Burnett.
to break and to regain the advantage in this match. The Welshman leads Gary Stone by 2 legs to 1.
Fourth leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
72 finish. Stone still can't believe it that he hasn't held his throw in 5 attempts now tonight.
100.
He was a stone's throw away on that
122.
occasion. But Burnett broke to take charge of this match. He will have to hold at some point if he's going to win this one, Gary Stone.
60. 55.
Coming next, Chaz Barstow begins his champions
58.
procession against Nick Fulwell, who is in desperate need of some points. Doesn't have any yet in Group B and is in danger of being cut adrift and being denied any chance of
140.
qualifying if he loses that match. And then Burnett returns to face Jared Cole before Stone meets the already qualified Barstow.
180. 100. Richie require 103.
So 103 for Richie Burnett to stretch his lead to a couple of legs. 84 now. Perfectly pitched. Stone can't look.
79. Gary require 84.
What can he do with this 84? He gets himself 2 darts. Going east. Look at the
72.
aggression from Gary Stone. Not just after that visit, but during it.
Richie required 24.
Granite expression. Grinding his teeth as he was taking aim at the doubles. But he wasn't sharp enough. And Richie Burnett
Game shot on the fourth leg.
has
Richie
now
Burnett.
moved 2 legs clear. And he's throwing for a 4-1 win against a Scotsman who cannot believe his luck.
Fifth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
Thinking to himself, if I didn't have bad luck, then I wouldn't have any luck at all.
91.
The look on his face during that visit was an absolute picture, wasn't it?
$76. 140.
Try and dig himself out of this. Gary Stone was involved in plenty of 4-3s yesterday. One of them against Richie Burnett. He went the way of the Welshman. In fact, Gary Stone saw
81.
3 of his 4 matches go down to a last leg decider yesterday, and the first of tonight has.
$96. 134. 125. Gary require 55.
15. Double top to finally hold his throw.
15.
Still it hasn't happened. And a Burnett break
Richie requires
would
64.
end Stone's chances of adding to his points tally in this match and would really strengthen Richie's hold on second place in Group B.
48.
Well, a missed match start from
Gary
the Prince of
required
Wales.
40.
And surely now Stone will get that holder throw.
Game shot
And he
on the
does.
fifth leg.
In the
Gary
end,
Stone.
on double 10, and Gary Stone is back in it. But Richie Burnett is throwing to win the match 4-2.
Sixth leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on. $60. 140. 121. 91. 84.
Stone only needs a ton to leave a check out.
100.
Gets it. Important last start from the Scotsman. Burnett does not like that. Do I not like that, says Richie. But he does like that.
96.
Gary
Gary
leg though in the
required
balance.
170.
It could be another last leg shootout involving Gary Stone. 5 of his 6 matches so far in this group have gone the full
58.
distance.
Richie
He won
required 140.
his first match of the night by taking out 140. Richie Burnett is trying to do the same thing. But he leave double top.
100.
And now Stone
Gary
has to hit
required
another
112.
ton plus check out to save his skin.
80.
Double. Just eluding him.
Richie required 40.
And now Richie Burnett can wrap up an important win. It would be his 4th in 5 matches in Group B. And it would keep him in 2nd
30.
place in the table, but he doesn't like
Gary require 32.
what he's done there, because what he
Game
has
shot on
done,
the 6th
he's
leg.
handed the advantage to his opponent. Stone nails the double 16 and has the darts in the deciding leg. Which way will it go?
7th and final leg. It's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Well, he does things the hard way, Gary Stone. He makes them do it the hard way as well, doesn't he? 6 of his 7
81.
matches in this group going down to a last leg decider.
$22.
Burnett beat him in the last leg shootout yesterday, but he had the darts then. Now it's Stone's turn
81.
to throw first. Can he make it 2 wins out of 2, having lost his first 3
46.
games in Group B last night? He's on course to win his next 3. Should correct myself, I said 6 out of 7. It's 5 out of 6, isn't it, for Gary Stone? Matches 7 and 8 still to come when he meets Chaz Barstow and
59.
Jared Cole in due course this evening.
$55.
Oh, Richie Burnett doing his best Victor Meldrew impression there. I don't believe it.
60.
If he wins a match, he'll have 1 foot in finals night.
93.
That's a bad miss
30.
from Gary Stone, and really should have gone for the 25 of his last start to assure he left a finish. Bullseye would have been better, of course, but 25 would have left 170.
59.
Just trying to calm himself down here, Gary Stone. I think he's doing the right thing. He knows he lost his head a little bit there.
$60.
Only 60. And the man who took out a 140 to win his first match of the night in the last leg decider might well have to take out 130 to win his second in the same fashion. Well, Burnett can't believe it. Don't stay there, Richie. He thinks if he stays there, he'll definitely hit it, but he can't risk it.
59.
Did the right thing.
Gary
Avoided
require
the devilish
130.
temptation, the lure of the treble 20. Can Gary Stone find that target? No, he can't. So Burnett
58.
has a chance, but boy,
Richie require
this would be
167.
a big finish in every sense of the word. Treble 17 then to leave his favourite double.
97. Gary require 72.
Stone to get the job done in what has been a scrappy last leg shootout.
Game,
But Gary
shot,
Stone
and
wins
match.
again
Gary
in
Stone.
7 legs. He beat Nick Fulwell 4-3 in his opening match, and he's done the same to Richie Burnett in this one. Gary Stone is climbing up the table and now is in one of those provisional places to qualify for finals night. 85 the average, around that mark for both of them, but Gary Stone getting that crucial 72 checkout in a last leg decider to make it 2 wins from 2. He goes into 3rd place in Group B. Richie Burnett is in 2nd. Chaz Barstow is top and through, and he faces bottom place Nick Fulwell after this. Welcome back to the action at the Online Darts Live League, where the players in Group B are battling it out for now the final two places at finals night. That's because Chaz Barstow has already bagged the fourth place, having already secured his spot through to Saturday night's action. He is in action next, however, against Nick Fulwell, who is now hoping against hope that he can turn things around. He needs to win really all of his remaining matches to have a chance of qualifying. There you see, bottom of the table, no points on the board, and if he loses this match, and he would be eliminated because Gary Stone and Richie Burnett would become uncatchable. Chaz Barstow might not finish top, but he will go through. Will it be Burnett, Stone, Cole, Fullwell? Which two of those will join him? Well, we're about to find out.
First leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
Barstow defeated Fullwell 4-2 yesterday. It was actually his poorest performance of the night.
60.
Averaged just 91. All of his other three matches saw him post averages of more than 100. For Nick Fulwell, it has been a disappointing
47.
Champions Week. You don't expect to go
100.
into Champions Week and not pick up any points. You know, the players that are here on merit, have won through their respective weeks. Nick Fulwell
30.
did so by finishing second to Robert Owen on week one of this phase, and
50.
Owen and third place from week one. Rob Collins have managed to make it through to finals night.
45.
He will feel like the odd one out from that graduating group if his run ends here.
43. 95. 140. 84. Charge you require 108. 90.
Attempted the Shanghai routes on the 18s there.
Chaz's last score was 90. 95.
Scored 90, missed inside the 18. He wants double nine.
Chaz, you require 18. 14.
Can't get that, nor double four. And Nick Fulwell has the opportunity
105.
to take out the 105 on
Game
tops,
shot on the
and he
first
does.
leg. Nick Fullwell.
A ton-topping checkout to punish Barstow for missed starts at double in the opening leg, and Fulwell has taken it. He leads the league leader by a leg to nil with a break to
Second
boot.
leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on. 40. 140. 97. 137. 180.
First 180 of the evening for Nick Fulwell.
140.
Fifth in total in this group. Chaz Barstow yet to hit one in this match.
100. Chaz, you require 84.
Can he hit the ball?
59. Nick, you require 84.
Oh, can Fulwell nick the leg?
Game
He
shot
can.
on the second
Brilliant
leg.
finishing this from Nick
Fulwell.
Fulwell. A 105 checkout in the opening leg, followed by an 84 to hold his throw in leg 2. And Fulwell, bottom of the table, doubles his lead against the league
Third leg,
leader.
it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
Where has this come from? Back to the wall, and Fulwell has come out swinging,
140.
knowing that he must win this match to avoid elimination this evening, to give himself a chance of reaching
96.
finals night and being in with a shout of that £6,000 first prize. Previous winners include Richie Burnett and Jim Williams.
100.
Burnett in a good position to make it once again. He's up next against Jared Cole. If you are just joining us, perhaps you've been watching the World Series, in which Online Darts Live League runner-up from Phase 3, Fallon Sherrock, won her opening match in Denmark. Then just to recap what's happened so far, Gary Stone, who started the night in second bottom on 2 points, has won both of his matches. 4-3 against Nick Fulwell and Richie Burnett to join Burnett in 6 points in second place. Chaz Barstow beat Jared Cole 4-1 in between those games to seal qualification for finals night. He can't be caught knocked out of the top 3 now, whatever happens for the rest of the evening. So he's top. 40. Jared Cole in 4th.
Shot on the third leg.
And Nick Fulwell, without any points so far after going down to Stone, is bottom of the table, but he's 2-1 up here after Barstow has halved the deficit by winning that previous leg.
It's Nick to throw first. Game on.
13 darter from Chaz Barstow. Sealed on tops just to put some pressure on Fulwell
60.
here. But all he has to do is keep holding his throw.
$134. $180.
The 180 will help him.
180.
But the 180 back from Barstow will worry him.
$55. $93.
So Barstow down to a finish and poised to break. Starting to move up through the gears again. He's taken his average into 3 figures.
138.
Nick Fulwell, a match for him so
94.
far. Is it double-double? Is it in?
74.
Oh, it was. It was in. But Barstow
Nick
couldn't find
68.
the double top. 67 now for Fulwell. It's only a dart at the bull.
43. Chaz's last score was 74.
So Chaz Barstow, who should be coming back, needing 20. Seems correct. Just waiting for confirmation here from our match referee, Charlie Corstefine. Chaz Barstow should be on 20. Nick Fulwell's on 25. I make that right. Barstow went inside that tops with his previous visit. Just a delay here. There might be a bit of a glitch on the scoreboard in the studio. But basically, Chaz Barstow missed a dart to break. And it is his throw now. As the calculations continue. So just to run you through again what's happened so far tonight. Gary Stone, a 4-3 winner against Nick Fulwell in the opening match of the evening. Barstow then beat Jared Cole 4-1 to book his place at finals night. He can't be caught and knocked out of the top 3 now. And then Stone made it 2 wins from 2 by beating Richie Burnett by 4 legs to 3. In this one, Nick Fulwell won the first couple of legs with some fabulous finishing, 105 out in the opening leg and then 84 to double his lead. Barstow bit back with a 13 darter and has now just missed a dart to level up the match at double top. Fullwell has missed one at the bullseye to extend his lead, and Barstow will be coming back with 3 darts at double 10 once the gremlins in the scoring system have been sorted. Apologies for this slight delay while that gets corrected, as Chaz Barstow will just wait his turn.
Require 20.
Patience is a virtue. Was it worth the wait? Like the long walk from the halfway line for a penalty shootout, isn't it?
No
and
score.
Barstow has hit the post.
Nick require 25. Game
But it's
shot
back
on
of the net
leg.
from Nick Fulwell. The pair just share a little bit of a joke between them. It was hindered by that little malfunction with the scoreboard there, but Fulwell was the man who held his nerve and his throw.
Chance to throw first. Game on.
He leads 3-1. At least it happened to a man who's already through. Now he's back in the groove.
134. $57. 100. 100.
He'll still feel he can turn it around from here, Chaz Barstow. He has been the dominant force
92.
in this group over the course of the last
164.
couple of nights. Maybe look at the bull now. That would be 64.
99.
Well, he backed himself for a treble 20, and why not?
Chaz, you require 65.
Well, 16 off that is 49. 9 off that is 40.
Game
and
shot on the
that's
fifth
his Barstow's
leg.
forte.
Barstow.
And he cuts the gap to a single leg once again. The league leader trailing the bottom place player by 3 legs to 2. Fulwell throwing first in leg 6.
Sixth leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on. 140. 96. 125. 140. 44.
Needs a treble here, Chaz Barstow. Gets one as well. What a dart that is.
95.
Wonderful stuff to leave the big fish.
$81. Chaz, you require 170.
Can't be reeled in, so 1-1-1.
Nick, you require 111.
Plays 1-1-1. Oh, unfortunate that, isn't it? Needed a treble 20 for a double 18.
87.
He corrects it in the end.
Judge require 111.
But all the ones could take us down to one leg to decide the destination of the 2 points.
71.
And it couldn't be completed by Barstow. So can Fullwell inflict the first defeat on the league leader? Yes, he can. And Nick Fullwell lives on in this tournament. He will fight for his life, and he gets an unlikely win against Chaz Barstow, who has already qualified for finals night and hadn't lost a match until now. Despite averaging 10 points less than Barstow, it was the finishing that did it, hitting half of his checkout attempts, including that brilliant 105 in the first leg. Fullwell fighting on and still in contention for a place in the top 3. Barstow beaten for the first time in Group B. And we will be back with a couple of the players in the race for qualification as Richie Burnett takes on Jared Cole in 3 minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back. The race is well and truly on for finals night. Chaz Barstow has already passed that particular finish line. He's top of the Group B table, but he has just been beaten for the first time by the man at the bottom of the pile, Nick Fulwell, getting his first win in Group B and clinging on to contention and hopes of qualifying for finals. Now, remember, the top three go through. Barstow will occupy one of those spots, but who will join him? Well, Richie Burnett can take a giant leap towards it if he can defeat Jared Cole here. Burnett on 6 points, along with Gary Stone. Cole on 4, Fullwell now on 2. So it's all to play for in the race for a tilt at the title on Saturday night.
First leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Burnett has the darts in this generation game. A 21-year-old talent, Jared Cole,
85.
going up again against a man who won the
58.
World Championship title before Jared Cole was even born.
81.
Young Jared came into existence
85.
in the year 2000. Richie Burnett became world champion 5 years before that.
140. 58.
Win for Richie Burnett here. Well, that would put him out of touch from Nick Fulwell because he would move on to 8 points. Cole would still be able to catch
59.
him, but only on a tie. So Burnett really would be as good as through with a victory in this one.
125.
A win for Cole, however, and it
Richie
blows everything wide open.
136.
Although it does make things a little tricky for Nick Fulwell, although it's already quite hard for him.
60. 58. Richie requires 76. 56. Jared require 117. 85.
So double 10 then
Richie requires
for
20.
Richie Burnett to draw first blood in this battle. The 5th match of 10 this evening.
Game shot on
And
the
double
first
10
leg. Richie Burnett
delivers that first leg in the column next to Richie Burnett's name. He's one up on the 21-year-old Jared Cole.
Second leg, it's Jared to throw first.
Burnett beaten by Gary Stone in his opening match of the night. Cole seen off
100.
by Chaz Barstow earlier this evening. Barstow was the only man who managed to beat Burnett yesterday.
100. 91. 121. 59. 100. 180.
Well, that's better. From the King of the Castle, King Cole, taking on the Prince of Wales in a Royal Rumble of a darts match.
Jared, you require 71.
Richie on the ropes in this leg. Jared Cole looking at double 16 and now double 8.
55. Richie, you require 40.
Now Richie jumping off that top rope and pinning down Jared Cole. Or he will be if he can find double 10 again.
Game shot
Which
on the
he
second
does
leg.
to double
Richie
his lead,
Burnett.
and that leg got away from the youngster. And Richie Burnett, the beneficiary, he leads 2-0. He breaks and he's throwing for a 3-0 advantage in this match.
Third leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Cole has to be careful here. He could start to fall behind in this race. Potentially pivotal match against Gary Stone
85.
for him still to come. Stone is up next against Chaz Barstow. The Scotsman Stone, who has won both of his matches this evening.
140.
This is the 5th of 10 matches, halfway through the action now tonight. We'll be on air for about another hour and a half, live on Sporty Stuff TV.
180.
On the Online Darts YouTube channel. You can catch us again at 10 PM, same time, same place. Finals night on Saturday, where there will be plenty more of those, I can assure you of that. 180's exchange between the pair. The maximum gave Cole hope. Well, Richie needs a treble. Can't find one, so Cole will have the chance here to halve the deficit if he can land a decent setup shot.
96.
Missed opportunities in the previous leg. 2 darts at double to hold his throw. He's going to get at least one more dart. It might be at the bullseye,
85.
though. Oh, he's not going to get at least one more. No guarantee. Needs a treble now. A missed fire from Cole.
49. Richie require 42.
It's just not happening, is it? Well, now he really has to take his opportunity.
Jared, you require 36.
Cole faced with double 18, and now the tricky switch to double 9, but he manages to pull it off. He breaks Burnett back and halves his lead in this tie. Richie was a couple of darts away there from running away with it, but Cole back in the match. 2-1.
Jared throwing first.
To Richie Burnett. When the pair met yesterday, it went the way of Richie Burnett, but only in a last leg decider. Both players averaging over 90 in that
60.
one. And it'd been a great start to the evening yesterday for Jared Cole. Won both of his first 2 matches, 4-2 against Nick Fulwell and then 4-3 against Gary Stone. Both players he's still got to play tonight. Then lost to Burnett and
59.
Barstow.
$100. 59. $121. 140.
Looking a little bit dejected here, Jared Cole. Just needs to somehow rise himself and get back up for it. He's still very much in contention.
55.
The Burnett pirouette in full swing.
$59.
Now shuffling along the hockey, trying to find a
97.
route to the treble. Couldn't, but
Jared to require
he's on a more favourable
127.
finish than his opponent, who needs a treble and then the bull. Seemed a little bit rushed, that dart, didn't
99.
it? Switching down to the 19s at such
Richie requires
speed.
68.
And Richie Burnett can break. If he can find double 16 here.
52. Jared to require 28.
Well, every picture tells a story. But that was probably a slight overreaction from Richie
Game
Burnett.
shot on the fourth leg.
He only missed a double,
Jared
Richie.
Cole.
Reacted like somebody had run over his cat. But Jared Cole steps in to level up at 2-2. The King and the Prince cannot be separated.
Fifth leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
But Burnett has the darts in leg 5. Some of the snatchy stuff is coming into
28.
play here for Burnett, and Cole will probably take some encouragement from that.
45. $97.
He's certainly racking up the maximums in this match, Jared Cole. He'd only hit 2 in the entire group stage before this. That was 5 matches, but he's hit 3
100
in this match alone. Was the least prolific 180 hitter on the opening night, hitting just 1 in comparison to 6 amassed by Burnett. He's already added a further 4 to that tally this evening.
60.
What's the matter, Richie? Good grouping, but he wishes they were a couple of millimetres lower.
140.
Because then they'd have been in the treble and troubling Jared Cole. As it is Cole who is now on course to clinch a win, because he will have 3 darts to break
100.
Burnett and tee up
Jared, you require 40.
the match-winning opportunity in the next leg.
$20.
Well, that last start must have felt like it was in when it left
116.
the hand of Cole. Well, Burnett has blocked himself out here. What a dart that is. Double 18.
80.
And what a finish it would have been.
Jared,
Cole affords himself
20.
a smile at the animated antics of the unmistakable Richie Burnett. But it's Cole who can't afford mistakes here.
Shot on the 5th leg.
And he
Jared
clinches the leg with the last dart in hand. It is a break of throw, and Cole will now throw for a win that would move him level on points with Richie Burnett.
6th leg, it's Jared to throw first. Game on.
With not just Richie Burnett, but also with Gary Stone, who's up next against Chaz Barstow. The race to join Barstow at finals
93.
night is becoming very, very exciting indeed. Exciting for us. Tense for them.
$60. 100.
This is better from Burnett.
140.
Fails to find the treble with the last start, but he's still with Cole in this crucial 6th leg. Good thinking from the youngster to ensure he left a check out. What a way it would be to win the match. We've only had one 170 finish in the entirety of this Champions Week. That came from Gary Stone back on Monday. Can Cole
82.
reel in the big
Jared
fish?
170.
Will he even bother going for it should he get 2 darts in the treble? Let's find out. Another please, Jared. Right, what do you fancy?
138.
Didn't fancy the firework finish. He just wants to do a professional job. Give himself 3 at a favourable double. It's all business, all work,
99.
and no play from Jared Cole.
To require 32.
But it is that attitude that gets results.
No score.
He hasn't secured the result here yet, though.
Richie require 120.
Well, this would hurt, wouldn't it? Burnett eyeing up 120, and he's in. It's on. Double top.
Game
Oh, that is going to
Richie
break
Burnett.
the hearts of Jared Cole. It's a break of throw, but maybe it will break Cole in more ways than one. 3-3, Burnett throws first in the decider.
7th and final leg. It's Richie to throw first. Game on.
And that after Jared Cole had squandered 3 match starts, having laid up from the 170. Burnett got a sniff. And he pounced.
54.
Not happy with his opening salvo in the deciding leg.
81.
But it's a massive, massive match for the pair of them. Make no mistake about that. Burnett has got us through with a win. And Jared Cole
100.
will give himself every chance of getting through if he wins it. We'll join Burnett on 6 points. We'll join Gary Stone on 6 points. Stone in action next against
85.
Chaz Barstow, who's already through. Then Nick Fulwell faces Burnett, trying to pull off the Houdini act. Nick Fulwell, after losing his first 5 matches in the group, but then beating the league leader Chaz Barstow, who was previously unbeaten.
140.
In the previous match.
100.
Cole will
81.
have to make sure he leaves the finish from 235. It could be the 170 again, and this time if he leaves it, he will have to go for it. But he finds a treble, so scratch that. He finds a second one.
140.
And leaves himself 95.
Richie require 126.
Richie Burnett's just taken out 120 to force this decider. Can he take out 126 to win it? Needed that treble for a dart at the bullseye, so Cole has a decision to make here.
98.
Treble
Jared
19
require
for
95.
double thereof, or bullseye. To leave 45, to leave double 16.
Game,
Which he
shot,
hits
and the
to
match.
win the
Jared
match, and Cole clinches it in the end. Burnett took him all the way to a decider with that 120 that could have been enough to break a man, but Jared Cole bounces back and wins 4-3. A very dramatic end to that one, but it makes it very, very interesting in Group B now. It is wide open, 3 players on 6 points from 2nd to 4th, with only 3 spots available at finals night. Chaz Barstow, I remind you, has already taken one of them, And he is in action next against one of those players on 6, Gary Stone. Join us in 3 minutes' time for that one. Welcome back. 5 games down, 5 still to come here as Group B reaches its conclusion on Champions Week at the Online Darts Live League. We are thrilled to bring you the action live on Sporty Stuff TV and via Online Darts on YouTube. And this is the state of play. Chaz Barstow, top of the table and already through to finals night. Gary Stone in second place on legs difference, but on the same amount of points as third and fourth place Richie Burnett and Nick Fullwell, whose win over Barstow in his last match has left him in with an outside chance of breaching the top 3. It would be the ultimate act of escapology if Fullwell was to pull that off. But remarkable how the bottom placed player is the only man to beat the top placed player, Chaz Barstow. However, Gary Stone has won both of his matches tonight. each in last leg deciders, including a 140 finish in the first one against Nick Fulwell, who had missed a dart at the bullseye. He also defeated
59.
Richie Burnett with a 72 checkout in the 7th and deciding leg.
121.
In fact, his match against Barstow yesterday is the only game from the 6 that Stone has played
77.
in this group that hasn't gone the full distance of 7 legs. Won't take out the 140 this time, but he would love to tee up tops.
100.
Which he does expertly. Strong start from Stone.
140. Gary required
some pressure.
40. Game
But
shot
Gary
on the first
Stone
leg.
is equal
Gary
to
Stone.
it. And he takes the first leg with no trouble at all. Stone leads the league leader, Chaz Barstow, by a leg to 0. Barstow has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, it's Chaz to throw first.
Still to come this evening. Richie Burnett back in
99.
action against Nick Fulwell before Jared Cole takes on Stone in his final match in Group B. Then
60.
it's Barstow v Burnett before Fulwell meets Cole in the curtain closer.
$43.
Been a big day for darts.
100. 96.
Fallon Sherritt winning at the World Series, following up her
100.
fabulous run at the Online League when she was runner-up to Jim Williams in the last phase on Champions Week. Who will reach a final this time out? Who will pocket the £6,000 first prize? Could stay in Wales, of course. Robert Owen is through
81. Chaz, you require
for
164.
finals night. Richie Burnett is hoping to be there as well. The Welsh have ruled the roost at the Online Darts Live League so far.
94. Gary
But it
require
changed this time.
160.
Many think Chaz Barstow is the man that can make it change. The way he's been playing recently.
140.
He's been in devilish
Chaz
form.
requires 70.
Well, another 15 will do for double top.
30.
And now a chance
Gary
for Gary
required
Stone
20.
to break Barstow.
Game shot
And
on
he
the second
does.
leg. Gary Stone.
Well, are we going to see Stone soar up the table here? He leads Chaz Barstow 2-0 and is throwing to increase that lead even further.
Third leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
It was joint bottom of the table going into the last match of yesterday evening. Gary Stone hadn't got a point
42.
from 3 matches. He then beat Nick Fulwell in a last leg decider before
59.
doing the same in the first match of tonight and then seeing off Burnett in 7 legs as well to go from 0
96.
to 6 in 3 matches. And he could be about to move outright into second place
100.
by beating Chaz Barstow, who's already made it through to finals night. Perhaps even more convincingly than Barstow
60.
managed against him yesterday when the Hampshire man triumphed 4-2 with an average of 102.
140. 45. 140.
Well, Barstow back in business in leg 3.
140. Judge requires 62.
And earns himself 2 darts at double. Needed them
Game
and
shot in the
use them.
third leg. Chaz Barstow.
And he breaks straight back. Stone wasn't about to get away that easily. Barstow back in it. He halves the deficit and he will be throwing to level things up.
Fourth leg, it's Chaz to throw first.
Fabulous 15 dart leg from Chaz Barstow, sealed with a 62 checkout.
99.
Gary remains stone-faced behind Barstow as he approaches the hockey, a picture of concentration.
100. 96. 96. 59.
Maybe 18 should be the starting point here.
135.
In the end, he's managed to leave a finish. Thanks to hitting the treble 5. Had he scored
49.
140,
Gary
he wouldn't have been on a finish.
170.
A bit of luck there for Gary Stone,
43.
who has been the aggressor in this leg, but Barstow will be hoping to jump all over that visit.
58.
Hasn't
Gary
really managed to do
127.
much about it, so this for 3-1, 57 for the bullseye.
87.
It's that 140 again, the finish that
Chance
set
to
Stone off
require
tonight.
140.
Is he going to have it hit against him? The affirmative answer is no, as Barstow misfires.
85. Gary require 40.
Now double top will move
Game
Gary
shot on the
Stone
fourth leg.
closer
Gary Stone.
to a third win from as many matches this evening. He is throwing for it now against Chaz Barstow, the league leader. This for 4-1.
Fifth leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Finally, a comfortable win for Gary Stone. Every win he's had has been
100.
in a deciding leg.
140. 100. 140. 121. 93. 45. Chaz, you require
Is he starting to fall apart a little
128.
bit? Treble 20 for the bull here for Chaz Barstow.
103.
Well, there'll be Stone starting
Gary,
in that
require
segment this time.
135.
Now he wants treble 20 for the bull.
99. Chaz, you require 25.
Nicely done. But Barstow loves
Game
double
shot on
10
the fifth
and he
leg.
hits it
Chaz Barstow.
to claw a leg back, to get a break back, and now he will throw to tie up this match at 3 apiece. Every match for Gary Stone tonight has gone the distance. Is this going the same way?
Sixth leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on. 123. 140. 93. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 105. 137. 100. 60.
So as quick as a flash, Chaz
Judge
Barstow
require
is back
80.
in it. 20. Is that in the one? Well, he hasn't given himself an opportunity in this visit, and Gary
40.
Stone could stop this right
Gary
here.
require 121.
Barstow jabbing away, but Stone has the chance to land the knockout blow. Hasn't got the energy.
97. Chaz require 40. Game
And
shot
Chaz
on the
Barstow
sixth leg.
does
Chaz
force
Barstow.
Gary Stone to yet another last leg decider. Well, Stone is certainly giving value for money in Group B, isn't he? He'd like to have done it easier, but he's going to have to do it in a sudden death
Seventh and
shootout
final leg.
again.
It's Gary to throw first. Game on.
He has the darts. He's won 2 last leg deciders already tonight.
134.
5 of his 6 matches in this group.
100.
Have gone the distance. That's now 6 out of 7.
96.
Remarkably for Gary Stone.
137.
4-3 defeats yesterday against Jared Cole and Richie Burnett. A 4-3 win last night against Nick Fulwell, another one
58.
tonight. And then he beat Burnett in a last leg decider. Now he's hoping to do the same to Chaz Barstow.
180.
But Chaz has been going through the gears. And the maximum rattling the cage of Gary Stone. The Scotsman, who was soaring up the table, might just be stopped in his tracks.
60.
And it's a result that will help
Chaz
Richie
require
Burnett
84.
and Jared Cole, maybe even Nick Fulwell,
73.
if Chaz Barstow
Gary
converts
require
the 11,
153.
which he can only do if Gary Stone doesn't convert the 153. Well, that's not about to happen. So which way do you fancy, Chaz? It's usually
99.
3-4-4, the
Chaz
preferred
require
route,
11.
the approved route. And it's the route that Chaz Barstow takes.
7.
But he doesn't take it out.
Gary require 54.
Well, 54. Gary Stone has won 2 last leg shootouts already tonight.
Game, shot, and the match. Gary Stone.
Make that 3. Deadly in deciders. Gary Stone is on the march this evening. He's been down to the 7th and deciding leg 3 times, and he's won each and every one of them to put himself into 2nd place in the table and take a giant leap towards qualifying for finals night. There you see a slightly better average than Chaz Barstow, who lifted his game towards the end of the match, but it was the finishing really that won it for Gary Stone. 4 out of 5 on his doubles as he moves to 2nd in the table. He's still got 1 match left to play. That's coming up in a couple of games' time. But next up, it's Richie Burnett against Nick Fulwell. Stay with us for that. Welcome back. 4 games still to go in this tight race to reach finals night. To join Chaz Barstow at finals night tomorrow or tonight. We've gone past midnight, haven't we, here at the Online Darts Live League. Still an hour or more still to come of darting delights, and it starts with Richie Burnett, the former world champion, looking to bolster his bid to join Barstow in the final 6. He takes on Nick Fulwell, who is clinging in and fighting. Beat Barstow to get his first 2 points on the board.
First leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Can he beat Burnett to give himself an even better chance? It would be the ultimate Houdini escape act from Nick Fulwell if he manages to do it, but he's still in there with an outside chance.
25.
He will be out of the running if he does lose this match to Richie Burnett. I can confirm that. Burnett will be disappointed with how his evening's gone. 2 4-3 defeats, going down to both Gary Stone and Jared Cole in last leg deciders.
100.
Gary Stone winning 3 last leg deciders tonight, all 3 of his matches. What has been a big night
92.
for darts. Fallon Sherrock winning through to the quarterfinals of the Nordic Darts Masters. Fallon, who reached the final here at the Online Darts Live League. And I've got some breaking news for you here. Fallon is actually now through to the semi-finals because the world number 1, Gerwyn Price, has withdrawn from the Nordic Darts Masters with an elbow injury.
85.
So Fallon, his opponent in the quarterfinals, receives a bye, and Sherrock is in the semis. We wish Gerwyn Price well in his recovery from that injury. We wish Fallon Sherrock well in her bid to do something really special. A semi-finalist at the Nordic Darts Masters, Fallon Sherrock. She was the beaten finalist here at the Online Darts Live
60.
League 5 weeks ago on Champions Week, losing out
Richie
to
require
Jim Williams,
132.
who kept the title in Wales, having followed Richie Burnett, who won it in phase 2. Can Burnett carry on the Welsh
92.
winning run?
Nick require 124.
In a strong position to reach finals night. Or he certainly will be if he wins this match.
Richie require 40.
Double 10 for the first leg to go the way of the Welshman.
30.
A missed opportunity. And Nick
require
Fullwell
84.
will step forward. Now he needs a treble. Oh, now he needs double 16.
68. Richie require 10.
A missed chance for Fullwell. Can hardly be called a marker, but Burnett has made the necessary adjustment and has taken the first leg in this match. The Welshman holds his throw to lead 1-0.
Second leg, it's Nick to throw first. $180.
180 in response to losing the first leg from Nick Fulwell, his 3rd of the night. Four perfect darts, 5 perfect darts, 6 perfect darts.
180.
Now we're going to see Nick Fulwell add his name to the Roll of Honour for the Online Darts Live League. We've had a 9-dart leg in each of the last 3 weeks, but the run ends there for Fulwell.
57. $180. Nick require 84.
Did this last time around, but this time he can't find the treble.
24.
And the 180 from Burnett
Richie
has
requires
left him in
60.
trouble. Double 10.
Game
Oh, and
shot,
Burnett
second
breaks.
leg. Richie
And Nick
Burnett.
Fulwell began that leg with back-to-back 180s. He was on the 9 darter, but Burnett has snatched a leg. And he leads 2-0.
Third leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
A dozen dart break for Richie Burnett. And Nick Fulwell is sinking in the quicksand now. Defeat here would end his stay at Champions Week, would not be able to qualify for finals night, even with a match still to play against Jared Cole at the end of this session.
59. $44. $100. $21.
Cole coming up next against Gary Stone, who is on 8 points,
80.
but that will be his last action of the evening. Burnett looking to join him on 8 here. Cole with victory in that match could join them on 8. Then Charles Barstow against Burnett in what could be a big, big game for Richie. And Nick Fulwell against Cole to close the evening's entertainment.
140.
Burnett hasn't won this match yet. Fulwell will come back with an opportunity.
100. Nick, you require 122.
Just needs one treble 18 for a dart at the bull, and that's a very inviting guide. Hasn't been able to make use of it.
37.
And you've got to use it or lose
Richie
it, Nick.
requires 62.
And double top. We'll see him lose the leg.
22.
But it's over the top from Burnett. Now,
Nick,
a couple
you
of times in
require
the first 2
85.
legs, Nick Fulwell's been on 80-something and misfired with his first dart, denying himself an opportunity at
Game
double.
shot on the third
This
leg.
time, he's
Nick
clinical.
Fulwell.
He breaks Burnett, and he is still in the fight. Nick Fulwell breaking with an 85 checkout, and he's throwing to restore parity at 2 apiece.
Fourth leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
Much better in that department there from the Midlands man.
140.
Former PDC Tour card holder has appeared at the World Championship.
140. $100. $94.
His only appearance at the Worlds came back in 2009 at the Ali Pali. For those that were wondering, he went down to Flash Mark Dubbridge
100.
in a deciding set. No prizes for guessing who won the title that
85.
year. It of
Nick
course
require
was
161.
the great Phil the Power Taylor. And you can see Phil Taylor back in action, trying to win another World Championship as the inaugural
92.
World Seniors Championship takes place in early 2022. All the details and tickets available at dartshop.tv.
90. Nick requires 69.
Fullwell here looking at 69. Double top to level things up, and in it pops. And it looked like Nick's race was over, but Fullwell has fought back from 2 legs behind to restore parity at 2 each. Burnett has the darts in leg 5.
5th leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
It's an 89, an 85 finish rather, followed by a 69 from Nick Fullwell.
134.
Richie will be getting a little frustrated. Don't forget he's lost both of his matches so far tonight.
59.
And he's lost them both in last leg deciders. Richie riled. Doesn't want to have any unnecessary drama this evening.
190.
But if he loses this match, he may well end up having to beat Chaz Barstow in his last match of the night, and that is no easy
100.
task. Though a 180 in this 5th leg makes it less likely that he will lose the match.
140. 81. Richie require 47.
Potential 11 darter coming in here for Burnett. Double 16. Same target to go out in a dozen.
Game shot on the 5th
And
leg.
that's what he does. And that's what he can do, Richie Burnett. He's now 1 away from the win. But Nick Fullwell has the darts to force a decider.
6th leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
Best leg of the match. Richie Burnett upping his average to 98.
140.
With that 12 darter. Fulwell has shown plenty of fight tonight. Missed a dart at the bull to beat Gary Stone in the opener, before Stone took out 140 to win that match. He then defeated the previously unbeaten
92.
Chaz Barstow, who's since been beaten by Stone as well. And he's looking likely to force a last leg shootout here against Richie Burnett.
60. 139.
He's a former quarter-finalist on the PDC Pro Tour, Nick Fullwell. He's actually a
100.
former
Nick
finalist.
130.
Stand corrected, beaten by Michael Van Gerwen in Killarney in 2012.
58.
That would have been the precursor
45.
to the World Grand Prix win for Michael Van Gerwen.
Nick requires 72.
Fullwell had beaten him then. We might not have seen the MVG we know today. Thanks, Nick. I think
32.
the other darts players on the planet, although Van Gerwen only just nicked a win tonight, didn't he? 6-5, winning the last 2 legs against Darius Labanauskas
45.
in Denmark.
Nick require 40.
Fullwell has all the time in the
Game
world
shot on the
here.
6th
Takes
leg.
just a dart
Nick
to
Fulwell.
pin double top, and he forces a last leg decider. Burnett having to face that prospect for the 3rd time this evening, and he's lost the previous 2.
7th and final leg. It's Richie to throw first. Game on.
He does have the darts. But one leg will decide whether Nick Fulwell clings on to the
140.
faintest of hope of qualifying for finals night, or whether Burnett boots him over the cliff edge.
100. 60. 99. 100. 99. 60.
Well, only 60 from Richie Burnett. That offers optimism to his opponent. He is on a finish, but it is a big ask, the 141. And any treble from Fullwell will probably make him favourite to take the leg, but he can't find one either. Is there a big finish to win this match? 141, the equation in front of Burnett. It'll be treble 15, I feel sure, for double 18. Well, what a way to win it that would have been. Fullwell wasn't looking. He looked up at the last moment. And that dart probably looked in.
Nick require 146.
Well, can he get a dart at double? He can't.
58.
And Richie Burnett can strengthen his hold
18.
on a place at finals night, and in doing so, send Nick Fulwell packing. Double 2.
14.
Missed by Richie Burnett. 3 darts missed for this match.
Nick require 88.
Is it a third sudden death defeat for the Prince of Wales? So it's a misfire. 73 remaining. It's all too much for Burnett, but he will come back.
48. Richie require 4. Game,
and finally,
and the match.
Finally,
Richie
Burnett gets the job done, and that spells the end for Nick Fulwell at Champions Week here at the Online Darts Live League. It's the first victory of the night for Richie Burnett, losing 2 matches 4-3, and then finally falling over the line against Fullwell to get a couple of points to his name tonight. Fullwell didn't do much wrong, hasn't done much wrong all evening, but he will not be progressing to finals night. Burnett has given himself a big chance. Jared Cole and Gary Stone very much in contention, and they're up next. Join us in about 3 minutes for that one. Well, this is a big match coming up now at the Online Darts Live League, where Chaz Barstow has already booked his place at finals night on Champions Week, but there are still 2 spots up for grabs, and Gary Stone can make one of them his if he can beat Jared Cole in this match. Stone would move on to 10 points alongside Chaz Barstow, but if Jared Cole wins, well, the race gets very, very interesting, with 3 players on 8 points, but only 2 of them can progress.
First leg, it's Jared to throw first. Game on.
Richie Burnett still has a game to play. He takes on Chaz Barstow in the next match. This is Gary Stone's final match of the evening. He has won all 3 of his previous matches.
54.
Jared Cole has this and one more match still to play. He takes on the already eliminated Nick Fulwell in the last match of the night. So
100.
Gary Stone knows that if he wins, he'll be in.
100.
But if he loses, he faces an anxious wait to see what happens in the 2 matches that follow.
53. 42. 58.
Well, very congested in the middle of the table. 3 players going through from 5. Barstow already
92.
through, Fullwell already out.
Jared to
But
require
this pair and
150.
Richie Burnett battling it out to join Chaz at the Champions Week finals night. Double 18, what a start this would be
132.
for young King Cole. Not only has Gary Stone won all 3 of his previous matches, but he's won them all in last leg deciders.
18. Game shot on the first
Jared
leg.
Cole, though,
Jared Cole
takes the first leg in this match. Double 9 to hold on to his throw. The 21-year-old has the early advantage in this crucial contest.
Second leg, it's Gary to throw first. 40.
Well, Flaughty there from Gary Stone with one of the darts finding
140.
the carpet.
100. 59. 84. 98. 140. 85. Gary require 137.
Well, this would be nice, wouldn't it?
117.
Looking for 2 tops.
Jared require 119. 59. Gary require 20. Game shot on the second leg.
Gary Stone levels
Gary
up.
Stone.
1 apiece. All his matches have gone the distance. And this one is close from the off. Cole 1, Stone 1.
Third leg, it's Jared to throw first.
Jared needing a win to join Gary Stone on 8 points.
60.
If Gary Stone wins this one, he'll go on to 10. He'll be through.
60. 94.
Couldn't then be caught by Jared Cole, but Richie Burnett still could if he was to
100.
lose to Chaz Barstow, and then Cole beat Nick Fullwell in the last match. So all could be decided in the next couple of games, or it could all go down to that final
83.
match between Nick Fullwell and Cole.
$140. $125.
Stone feels there's a chance here. That's why the step back, the deep breath, the refocus. Might look at the ball now.
86.
Not happy
Jared
with that last
require
start. Did everything right
139.
until the last release. Cole looking to leave double top. Stone
99.
hoping
Gary, you require 150.
to pick his opponent's pocket here. 15 for tops. Double top.
75.
Wasn't
Jared, you
too far
require
away.
40.
Far enough for Cole to get a go at the same target. And now
Game
double
shot on
10.
the third leg.
And the
Jared
21-year-old is back in front in this all-important tie. Cole leads 2-1. Stone has the darts in leg 4.
Fourth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
It is Gary's last action of the evening. Will he make it a clean sweep? Or will he lose and then face an anxious
93.
wait to learn his fate?
$119. $99.
When the pair met yesterday, it was, of
98.
course, 4-3 win, isn't it? In matches involving Gary Stone, but Jared Cole won it on that occasion.
59. $59. $93.
Well, down to a finish, but Jared Cole could leave himself something much, much smaller here.
$58.
He
Gary
had to
require
think to make sure he left a
157.
finish. He's actually left something bigger.
100. Jared require 167.
Highest checkout of the night is that 140 from Stone earlier on. Cole is not going to supersede it. Hits the ball for good
127.
measure.
Gary require
leave double top.
57.
But Stone has 2 darts at that target. That becomes 1 at double 10.
Game shot on the
but it's
fourth
in,
leg.
And
Gary
it's
Stone.
2-2. And once again, it is a close contest involving Gary Stone. He knows if he wins 2 more legs, then he will be through to finals night. But Cole has the advantage
Fifth
of
leg,
throwing
it's Jared
first.
to throw first. Game on. $140. $100. $60.
What we do know is that 10 points is enough to go through. So if Jared Cole wins both of his matches, then he will go through.
100.
Faces Nick Fulwell in his last match. If Gary Stone wins this, he'll be on 10, so he will go through. If Richie Burnett wins against Chaz Barstow, he will move on to 10 points. That will put him through. All 3 of them can't get on to 10, obviously, because this pair are playing each other. But that 180
Jared
gives
to
Stone a
require
chance and forces Cole
167.
perhaps to take out the 167 this time. He's not able to do it.
59.
The The first maximum
Gary
of the
require
match has
121.
availed Stone an opportunity here. 11 or treble. No thought of the treble in his mind.
88.
Backed himself to bed the bull, but in truth didn't get near it.
Jared require 108.
And now Jared Cole needs to find a treble himself.
76. Gary require 33.
Well, he felt like he'd blocked that bed, so he went for an alternative route. Didn't work out for him. Will it work out for his opponent? It has.
Shot on the fifth
That
leg.
could be
Gary Stone.
a big, big break for Gary Stone. Exactly what he needed. He finds it last start in hand and is now throwing for a place at
Sixth
finals
leg.
night.
It's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Remember, defeat does not rule
45.
Jared Cole out yet, but he would have to rely on Chaz Barstow beating Richie Burnett.
140.
And then getting a leg swing in his favour if he beats Nick Fullwell in the last match of the night. But a win
60.
for Gary Stone does put him through to finals night alongside Chaz Barstow, who is through from this group, alongside Rob
60.
Collins and Robert Owen, who made it through from Group C earlier on Friday, and alongside Kevin Burness, the Group A winner.
140. 30.
Got a Northern Irishman, a Welshman, 2 Englishmen from Hampshire.
180.
And it looks like a Scotsman is about to join them. Gary Stone fires in his second max, the second max of the match, to tee up a match-winning shot. Double top.
Game, shot, and the match. Gary Stone.
And Gary Stone seals a spot at finals night. It is not over yet for Jared Cole. He can still join him with the right combination of results. But Gary Stone's last action is to complete a clean sweep in today's matches and seal a place at finals night. It's 4 out of 4 for Stone, having won just 1 out of 4 yesterday. He lost his first 3 in this group, remember, but he does join Chaz Barstow in progressing from Group B. That 76 checkout, sealing the victory for Gary Stone. Jared Cole may have one more chance. He takes on Nick Fulwell in the final match of the evening, but before that, Richie Burnett goes up against Chaz Barstow, and a win for Burnett would sort everything out, defeat, and it goes down to the last match of the night. Stay tuned. Welcome back. 2 matches to go here in Group B, and 1 place still up for grabs at finals night on Champions Week. Chaz Barstow is through. He's been joined by Gary Stone after he completed a clean sweep of victories here this evening. It's now over to Richie Burnett, who's looking to join him. If he beats Chaz Barstow here, then he will be through. He can actually also afford to lose 4-3, go through on legs won, even if Jared Cole won the last match and levelled things up on legs difference.
First leg, it's Chaz to throw first. Game on.
So Richie Burnett in need of 3 legs to join Barstow and Stone at finals night, which gets underway on
96.
Saturday, 10 p.m. live on Sporty Stuff TV and via the Online Darts YouTube channel. A defeat for Richie Burnett of 4-2, 4-1 or 4-0 would leave Jared Cole in with a chance if he can get himself a handsome victory against Nick Fulwell, who's already eliminated. Hope that explains things for you.
96.
And the lineup for finals night is almost complete. Kevin Burnett, the winner of Group A. Chaz Barstow and Gary Stone from this group, and Burnett or Cole. And this afternoon, Robert Owen and Rob Collins progressed from Group C.
139.
Who said goodbye to Nick Fulwell tonight. And this afternoon, we lost Martin Adams, Chris Gilliland, Connor Scott and Johnny
96.
Haynes
Chaz, you require
from
170.
Champions Week. What about a Champions finish? Not to be for Barstow.
98.
Worst possible opponent for Richie Burnett to have to face here. He was beaten 4-2 by Barstow yesterday, with the
60.
highest
Chaz
average
requires 72.
in this group so far, 106.65.
Aim shot on the
And that's a
first
very
leg.
Richie
Chaz
Burnett way to
Barstow.
take out that combination. Burnett hoist by his own petard, 36 for 36, treble and double. It might spell trouble, 1-0 to Barstow.
Second leg, it's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Remember, Burnett in need of 3 legs to secure a spot at finals night. If he doesn't get them, he has to wait and
81.
watch Jared Cole against Nick Fulwell.
$119.
Chaz is on the charge once again against Richie Burnett. The man he has met many times at the
96.
Online Darts Live League. And that brilliant win he had against him yesterday.
100.
Is actually the highest average of the week. Not just the group. He also has the highest average of the phase. That came in the
100.
weekly final against Kevin Burnett last Saturday, when he beat him 4-0 in less than 6 minutes with an average of 111.33 in what was the quickest game of darts we've ever seen at the Online Darts Live League. 5 minutes 58 seconds is all it took Chaz to beat Burnett.
100.
He is a rapid player. He actually holds 3 of the top 10
Richie require 124.
quick matches. Burnett just having a think here, asking for clarification
84.
from Charlie Corsafine, the
Chaz, you
referee.
require 52.
Barstow needs no
Game
clarification,
shot on the second leg. Chaz
and he has no
Barstow.
trouble with the 52 that he left, and he takes out tops to double his lead, and he's throwing for a 3-0 advantage. Richie Burnett has to be careful here.
Third leg, it's Chaz to throw first.
If he gets beaten heavily, it could offer a lot of optimism and a lot of encouragement to Jared Cole.
140.
Knowing he needed 3 legs to secure his spot at finals night.
100.
It would be a disaster if he doesn't get any.
$85.
Nick Fulwell eliminated, taking on Jared Cole, who's still in the hunt. If Richie Burnett fails to win this match, or fails to get 3 legs in losing the match,
39.
then it goes down to that final match of the session to see if it will be the veteran star Richie Burnett at finals night, former champion on Champions Week in Phase 2, of course, or the emerging talent Jared Cole, 21 years of age, to pip him at the post.
81.
All the stress is getting to Burnett. The tension evident in his, I was
42.
going to say body language, but it's more like body action, isn't it? Everything goes. Watch out, Chaz, you might get a kick
100.
in the shin.
$134.
There'll be a kick in the guts if he goes down 4-0 here, that's for certain. Chaz Barstow teeing up the chance to make it 3.
95. Chaz, you require 42.
Double top.
Game shot on the third leg.
And now Richie
Chaz
Burnett
Barstow.
really needs to rally, because he's 3-0 down and facing the prospect of a whitewash defeat. And that means that his fate
Fourth leg,
will
it's
be in the
Richie to
hands
throw
of
first.
Jared Cole
Game on.
in the final match of the night. If Richie can rally and reel off 3 straight legs, he'll be through. If he doesn't, and Barstow wins 1 more, then it all goes down to
57.
the 10th and final match of this evening's action.
$137. $60. $96.
It looks like Richie
59.
is resigned to his fate here, and that fate may be a 4-0 whitewash defeat at the hands of Chaz Barstow. Burnett cannot believe what's happening here.
140.
It would all go down to that last match featuring Fullwell and Jared Cole, who's looking to nick his spot. Burnett on 8 points, Cole on 6, but he could match him on
100.
points. And if Burnett
Chaz
does lose this leg,
128.
further clarification, Jared Cole would need a 4-2 win against Nick Fullwell to qualify.
60.
It's looking very, very likely that it is going the distance.
56. Chaz, you require 68. Game,
Because Barstow
shots, and the match.
has beaten
Chaz
Burnett
Barstow.
by 4 legs to 0. All Richie had to do was get 3 legs in that match and he would have been through. But a brilliant performance from Barstow and a substandard one from Burnett has seen Barstow average 100, hit 4 out of 4 on his checkout attempts, and not even allow Burnett a single dart at double. He now faces an anxious wait and has to watch the final match between the already eliminated Nick Fulwell and Jared Cole, who is looking to pip Richie Burnett at the post. He needs a win of 4-2 or better to do it. That's coming next in around 3 minutes' time. Well, welcome back, and it is the final match of the Group B action on Champions Week, and there is still a place up for grabs at finals night. Can Jared Cole clinch it? Can he steal it from Richie Burnett, who is facing an anxious wait and an anxious watch in the practice room as Cole goes up against Nick Fulwell? He can't go through. Only 1 win from 7 matches for him. But Jared Cole can go level on points with Richie Burnett. And there you see, if he wins by 4 legs to 2 or better, he will leapfrog Burnett, move into third place and join Gary Stone and Chaz Barstow in qualifying from Group B for finals night on Saturday.
First leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
Has to be 4-2, 4-1 or 4-0, just for clarification, to Jared Cole here. If he were to win 4-3, he would lose out
55.
on legs 1 by a single leg. And it would go the way of Richie Burnett. We won't write off Nick Fulwell.
40.
He's played some decent stuff tonight, including a victory against the table-topping Chaz Barstow.
135.
But it has all come down to this.
100.
Richie Burnett winning just one match this evening. That was against Nick Fulwell.
82.
And he knows full well what needs to happen here for him
140.
to have another tilt at the title, a title he won in phase 2. Jared Cole has his fate in his own hands.
70.
4-2 or better, and Nick Fulwell's left a bogey on throw in the opening leg.
91.
I mean, we all watch Richie Burnett when he's throwing darts, but imagine having some kind of camera on him now, watching this match. The antics would be incredible.
99. Jared to require 130.
What will Richie be thinking now? What will he be feeling now? What will he be doing if this goes
Game
in?
shot
And
on
it
the
has
first
gone in.
leg.
And it's
Jared
advantage
Cole.
Jared Cole with a wonderful 130 checkout in the opening leg to break Nick Fulwell and to damage Richie Burnett's chances of qualifying.
Second leg, it's Jared to throw first. Game on.
Enhancing his own. What a start for the 21-year-old.
40.
But the big finish not followed up with a big visit, and Fulwell has already taken the advantage in this
81.
leg. Though the perfect first start not followed.
43.
It's a very strange
55.
scenario, this, in which Jared Cole is playing a darts match against Nick Fulwell, but really this is him versus
100.
Richie Burnett. The kind of quirk that the
100.
live league can throw up. Round robin format of darts,
85.
providing different permutations, not just a straight knockout system. Early in this match, I can tell you the group's 4 finals night tomorrow.
59.
Obviously, the last spot is dependent on what happens in this one, but how it works on finals night, if you've not seen it before, the 6 players are split into 2 groups. They all play
63.
each other once. The top 2 from each group then go head-to-head in the semi-finals. First place in Group 1, playing second in Group 2 and vice versa. Group 1 will be Kevin Burnett,
129.
Gary Stone and Rob
Jared
Collins. Group 2 will be
170.
Chaz Barstow, Robert Owen and either Burnett or Cole.
130.
Well, it's a second
Nick
visit of
requires
130
77.
in this match from Jared Cole. The first was to win the last leg. The second is to set up a potential winning shot in this leg.
57.
And he will get the opportunity to do so. Fulwell
Jared to require 40.
has missed his
Game
chance.
shot on the second leg.
And Jared Cole has
Cole.
grabbed his with both hands and he's now 2 legs up. And that means that provisionally he's in third spot. If he wins by a margin of 2 legs, he goes
Third
through.
leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
It must be unbearable for Burnett and fans of the Prince of Wales watching
100.
this.
85.
Jared Cole, the master of his own destiny. Burnett can only watch, wait, hope,
60.
pray. And send positive vibes the way of Nick Fullwell.
58. $99. 100.
Late night darting drama
140.
live on Sporty Stuff TV. As Jared Cole looks to leapfrog Richie Burnett
60.
and snatch the last
Nick
available
require
spot at finals
102.
night. It's all gone his way so far, but Fulwell favourite to take this third leg.
$48.
He should have 2 darts at double when he comes back. Jared Cole's had only 2 darts at double in this match and hit them both,
42.
including a quite brilliant 130 finish
Nick require 54.
in the opening leg. It's only 1 dart at double for Fullwell. Had one earlier at
Game
tops,
shot on
missed
the
it.
third leg.
This time
Nick
he
Fulwell.
hits. So as it stands now, it's Richie Burnett that's going through with Chaz Barstow and Gary Stone. 2-1 though to Cole,
Fourth leg, it's Jared to throw first.
who is throwing first to restore that advantage.
96. 100. 140.
Has upped his game this evening, Jared Cole. Certainly in the scoring stakes. 4 maximums tonight in comparison to 1
95.
the previous evening. He did have the lowest accumulative average from the first 4 matches, but won 2 of them.
81.
Won 1 and lost 2 tonight so far, beating Burnett in what could end up proving to be the pivotal
140.
tie in their mini battle. Won it 4-3. In the last leg decider after Burnett hit a 120 to force that last leg shootout.
60. Jared requires
Cole bounced
68.
back. Now he's on the brink of stealing Burnett's place at finals night.
36.
He will return with 3 more at double 16.
95. Jared require 32. Game shot
In
on
it
the fourth
goes.
leg. Jared Cole.
And Jared Cole is almost there. 1 leg away from a win that would see him book his place at finals night. What can Nick Fulwell do about
Fifth leg,
it?
it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
He can't make it, but he can take it close. And I say 1 leg away, but of course if Nick Fulwell gets 2 legs, then
97.
it won't matter if Jared Cole wins the last one. It will be Burnett that goes through.
43.
Remember, no daytime session on Saturday. It's all about
180.
Saturday night, flight night, finals night. £15,000 prize fund, 6,000 of that to the winner.
93.
6 players in contention. Burnett, Barstow, Stone, Owen, Collins, and either Jared Cole or Richie Burnett.
$100.
Well, if Nick Fulwell wins this leg, and he should from here,
100.
it's all going to come down to the next leg. Nobody will care who gets to 4. Unless, of course, it's Cole winning 4-2.
98. Nick, you require 80.
This game needs to be done and dusted in 6 legs or fewer for Jared Cole.
60.
It could be done in
Jared,
5.
you require 167.
If he can do this, well, what a way to win it that would have been. Oh, he fancied that, didn't he? Takes a step back.
102.
But Nick
Nick, you
Fullwell
require 20.
could push him even further back here. Edging closer. And he hits.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
And this
Nick Fullwell
is all about the next leg now. Jared Cole 3-2 up. He must win this leg to book his place at finals night at the expense of Richie Burnett.
To throw first. Game on.
He has the darts to do so. If he loses this leg, Burnett goes through.
100.
A man not even involved in this match. A key protagonist in it. If Jared Cole wins this game 4-3, he will lose out on legs won by a single leg to Richie Burnett. It would be cruel on him. But to be honest,
100.
I think he thought he was heading home anyway. And he's seeing this opportunity as a bit of a bonus. Burnett,
41.
the man that has the position of 3rd place in the table. Jared Cole, the man
99.
trying to snatch it. Some pressure applied. Fullwell still visible in the rear view mirror.
38.
A bit of a crash there for Cole. Good thinking to stay calm and make sure he left a finish. He does not want to see Fullwell firing any more than 1 treble in this visit.
100.
But it is just the one.
Jared,
2 big finishers on offer.
164.
Cole's not going to complete his.
43.
And is it just getting to him here, right at the crunch?
Nick require 161.
That last dart really does apply the pressure.
Jared require 121.
Jared Cole might have to take this out. He might take it out. He's got a dart at the bull to take it out.
72.
Well, that tells us everything about how he's feeling right now. That is way off the mark, and he has to rely on Nick Fullwell not taking this out. It's 1 dart to crush Cole.
56.
He's missed a dart. He's missed
Jared
a dart.
49.
That would have sent Cole out and would have put Richie Burnett through. And now Cole, well, he's the master of his own fate again.
9.
He gets just 1 dart at the same target. He misses.
Nick require 20.
It's all too much, isn't it? I wonder what Richie Burnett is feeling and thinking right now.
No score.
Especially now, because Fulwell has missed 4 darts
Jared,
here,
you
and
require
Cole
40.
has 3 more. Tungsten tension, late night darting
Game
drama,
shot.
but
And the
Cole
match.
claims the
Jared
final
Cole.
place at finals night. He gets the 4-2 win that he needed, and he progresses at the expense of Richie Burnett. 81.91 the average, but he does not care about that. It was all about the win that sees him sneak into 3rd place. Chaz Barstow, Gary Stone and Jared Cole go through. Richie Burnett missing out by a single leg on legs difference. He will be absolutely devastated, the former winner on Champions Week, but he misses out as Cole sneaks past him in the very last leg of the evening. Nick Fulwell finishing bottom of the table. He bows out with Burnett. It is Cole who goes through with Stone and Barstow. They join Kevin Burness, Rob Collins and Robert Owen at finals night, which gets underway at 10 p.m. live on Sporty Stuff TV and on the Online Darts YouTube channel. There'll be sure to be more darting drama as well, and the winner will pick up a cheque for £6,000. Can Cole claim it? He's claimed the last spot. What drama to end the evening. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it all again on Saturday night when we will crown a champion this Champions Week. Join us at 10 p.m.